I want to start today with something a bit different, very different than my weekly Dvar Torah. I want to start with a Torah insight that has to do with the soul. The soul is the most essential thing in our Avodas Hashem, in our serving of God, and that means that it's extremely essential to learn about it. In Tanya, the Alter Rebbe brings up technically three souls that a person has. The first one being the animal soul. It's called an animal soul. It's because it makes up all the physicality of a human being. And just like an animal, it has survival and primal instincts. It's not so sensitive. It looks out for itself, not really looking out for others. However, we have the godly soul, which is the second of the souls, that is very sensitive and has no primal or survival instincts. And its only instinct is to serve God. In order to understand more about the souls, specifically I want to start with the animal soul. We have to understand what is the animal soul and what it's made of. The Alter Rebbe says that the animal soul and everything in this world is made up of four elements. Not the elements that we have on the elemental table in science, the 100 or so elements that we have, but four spiritual elements that the entire world is composed of. And specifically, this animal soul, its personality traits are composed of. The four elements we're talking about here: fire. Fire has a tendency to always rise up. Water, which has a tendency to always move in a downward direction. Air, which has the tendency to move in all directions. And then we have earth, which has a tendency to just stay in one place. Now, with regards to the animal soul, its personality traits specifically come from these four elements. The first, the fire, the personality trait of anger and arrogance come from it, that you feel like you're above everyone else. Then we have the element of water, which is the tendency to go down, which is the personality trait of pleasure and the pursuit of pleasure comes from. That with pleasure, our pleasures in this world are beneath us. For example, the food that we eat, minerals, plants, animals, all these things are beneath human beings. Then we have the personality trait of earth, which doesn't move in any place. It's the personality trait of being depressed and lazy. And when you're depressed and lazy, you don't want to move. You want to stay in bed the whole day on your phone. And it's a trait of the lack of feeling, that you don't want to feel anything. So that when someone says that they feel sad, that's incorrect. Because sadness is a lack of feeling. Then we have the element of air, which is the personality trait of mocking or gossiping or even boasting, that your pursuit is nothingness. For example, when you gossip, the conversation that you have leads nowhere. You don't gain anything from it. No information, no help. So I would say that the personality trait is representing the pursuit of nothingness. Even with boasting, you're not boasting about yourself to bring yourself higher, because unlike arrogance, boasting is untrue. And so you're just spitting untruthful facts, which is nothingness. And these are the four elements which represent the four personality traits of the animal soul, which the animal soul is composed of. And this is one step in order to understand more about the animal soul.